Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live from the Ministry League studios in North Georgia, each week with John the Professor Podine and Paul Superman Sperlin, and with producer Caleb Sampson behind the glass on the Ministry League Network. And on all your other favorite platforms, here with all your ministry talk and the latest in news and sports. It's the John and Paul Show live.
Welcome to the John and Paul Show. I am Paul Sperlin. With me, as always, is John Podine. Caleb Sampson's with us in spirit, behind the glass somewhere in Flowtown. It is good to be back with you. We are brought to you by the Calhoun Church of Christ, the Piedmont Road Church of Christ, and now Heritage Christian. I almost said Church of Christ. Christian School. So it's good to be with you. It's been a summer, and we're back. We have a lot of great things happening. And to get us into all that is Professor.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It is great to see you. This will be a short show today. We are getting ready. We just wanted to come to you, though, because of what we're about to do and what we're about to embark on. But we are excited to see you. We are excited to be back. And Caleb sitting there. Of course, we're missing Caleb in North Georgia. Now our little triangle is no longer here. It now extends out to Alabama, but we're glad he's here with Heritage Christian. And so, yeah, Paul, we got a big trip getting ready to come up.
You guys are still in North Georgia, though.
We are still in North Georgia.
We are. The studios are still in North Georgia.
It is. From the studio, Ministry League
studio
Studios.
Apartment of John Podine.
I wish that was my apartment, how it looked at here. You know, everybody will at least think so. But, yeah, we got some interesting things coming up, Paul.
We do need to go ahead and mention, I guess, the most important part of all this, and that is Exposure Youth Camp and Ministry League into Global, the trifecta, as what we do in our global efforts to spread the gospel, and which is the purpose of this trip, and a lot of trips that will be transpiring going forward. COVID hurt us big time a few years ago, but we had a great trip to London, and we still are in touch with those good folks, and will continue to be. And now is the next chapter, John. And so I do want to make sure and communicate to go to ministryleague.com, our website, IN2 global ministries. Actually, no, it's just into global.net, which will give you the story of what we're doing here. And then, of course, Exposure Youth Camp, which is the vehicle by which we bring events all across the world.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of stuff coming up with that. Don't forget, especially for Exposure, if you are interested in going, registration opens October 15th. So that is going to be amazing. You'll definitely hear us more talking about that, since that's starting in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. I'm lost. I don't know what time. But yeah, what we are getting ready to kick off and do, and it's good to see all of you joining us in the show that are here, is we're continuing on that tradition of that we did build in start in London in 2019. COVID stopped us from going back in 2020 and 2021, but we're kicking it back off. And if you have seen anything on social media, Paul, you know that what we're talking about is heading to the Glasgow, Scotland area. And that is where a team of us will be leaving Saturday night, flying through the night to get over there with a little pit stop in Amsterdam to begin the foundation and the planning session for EYC Scotland 23.
Yeah, this year is our 25th anniversary for Exposure Youth Camp. We're excited about that. And so with that is the growth of our program and sharing it with our brethren across the ocean, across the pond, as some would say. And so we're looking forward to introducing that to them. A lot of meetings set up. We're meeting with about 6 or 7 different elderships/leaderships of congregations all across the country there in Scotland. And also we'll make a visit in Ireland as well with the congregation there. So we are excited about it, and want to get everyone else excited. It's all about networking and sharing God's message.
Brandon's excited, Paul.
Yeah, I know. So the deal is next summer, one of the last 2 weeks of July is for this event to happen. This trip is for us to plan, to execute a plan to make sure that facilities, the food, the preparations, everything will be attained. It's important that we maintain things like team time and our spiritual challenge sessions and the fellowship that we shared together with Bible study and everything like that. So a lot going on with it. A lot of folks enjoy it here. And so we're just going to take that feeling somewhere else and share that with others.
It is, Paul. And in fact, and you'll hear more about this in the future. I don't really want to go into a lot of it right now, but we are expanding that even because we're looking at the as a mission work as a whole on different things with this. But our vehicle is the Exposure Youth Camp. It is the idea of going over and help revive the youth in other parts of the world. And so this coming year, it will be Scotland. And we're real excited. It gives us a chance to visit another location, to be with new brethren, and we're going to go all over the country over these next few days. As you said, even making a little pit stop in Ireland, visit a church in Belfast, well, Northern Ireland, I guess we should call it. But so yeah, excited about this and what the future can hold. And I know other people are excited, and Brandon's excited, and it is just we're really, really ready for this. And Gail, we are definitely excited that you're part of this trip.
Saturday's a big deal. Saturday's a big day for Gail, as it is her 40th birthday. So congratulations!
Make sure in 40th,
and
we're going to be partying.
Encouragement, yeah, party on the plane. John has volunteered and said that he will lead the happy birthday song in the cabin of the airplane. So I look forward to that.
Absolutely, Gail. Oh, yeah, just get ready. Well, this is a Christian show, so I can't say what I was going to say.
Party like Jesus.
No, I was just talking about, because I didn't want people to freak out, because we'll have that 5-hour layover in Amsterdam. And I was like, we can have the birthday party in Amsterdam, but that probably wouldn't go over very
well. We'll have plenty of time.
Yeah. So, we're excited about that. But, Paul, Brandon, I'm already working on my accents.
Oh no.
We're going to try to find Harry's because I think the castle that was used for the movie is in Scotland, in the Highland area. So,
and the one they used in Brave. I know it wasn't live, but it was the cartoon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ish thing. So yeah.
I thought you were saying we were going to watch the Braves while we were over there.
I mean, I'd kind of like to, but here lately, not sure if I want to.
I know. Yeah.
Is what it is.
But
so here's the big thing. We don't have much time. We want to share this, introduce to you what we're doing. I want to make sure and communicate because you're probably sitting at home or you're watching this at home, at work, or traveling, and hopefully you're watching it. How can I get involved? What can I do to be a part of this and help this stateside? Well, the best way to get involved is to prepare, like John mentioned, to prepare to register for Exposure Youth Camp and be there in Huntsville with us on the December 27th through 30th this year and receive a lot more information about what we're doing. Obviously, if you're familiar with Exposure Youth Camp, with what we do, we're wanting to do a similar situation. We also, with the people that we have going on this, we plan to do some training for not just young people and college age students, young adults, but also for adults, for people who aspire to be elders, and for people who are preachers. And so we really want to try to help the congregation, the church, on the broad spectrum of things. And so it is a lot of work, but we're looking forward to it. And we hope that you will do what you can do to help be a part of it. I will say this, a shameless plug here. These aren't cheap. These aren't easy to do. So if you would like to make a donation, please know that we are 501(c) qualified. So send us an email. If you'd like to, go ahead and send it at paul@lifeinchrist.com. Or paul@ministryleague.com, and we can discuss that and talk about what we can do to help if you would like to go. I mean, obviously, more information on this. Space obviously is limited. We don't know. We're going to go and figure out what it looks like and how many spots will be available. And that point, we'll be able to tell folks on how that can work. But there's work to do and help to do from stateside, but also there as well.
We have had many people reach out, Paul, and that's where we ask for your patience with what exactly it can look like, what type of people to come. We flip-flopped this probably already a couple times of, well, youth groups can come, then maybe it's probably better that youth groups don't come, to now maybe youth groups can come. And so that's part of what this trip is all about. And we're trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. And especially with the space that is there. And because we're learning a lot of things. In particular, we're learning that hotels don't have air conditioning in a lot of locations. So we're learning that. Poor Paul.
But with highs in the 60s, I think we'll be okay with that.
Yeah, we'll be fine. So we'll find that out. We ask you to please be patient, and we appreciate everybody's interest in wanting to go, but we'll be able to figure out what a cost will be, the logistics that will need to go into it after we make this trip. Right.
Also, want to say a few things and share a few things here. John mentioned it, but I want to say it again. We really are thankful to Caleb and his family for time served for us for the show while in Georgia, but also now at Heritage Christian. Kurt Brothers was actually here at Piedmont Road this past Sunday night and spent some time with us. We're very thankful to have Heritage Christian as one of our sponsors for this show and for Ministry League in general, and also Exposure Youth Camp. It means a lot, and so I'm glad they're with us wherever they are, and so that's always a blessing. Also, that being said, don't forget about the app. The Ministry League app is ever changing. Me and Tyler Brassfield, our creator of the app, is on it constantly, making changes and updates. It's crazy awesome. So please go there, update it. It's being updated and uploaded to iTunes and Google Play every other day. So please check that out. New things happening, and if you have any suggestions or new songs or anything needs to go on there, please let us know. And teaching resources. We got Frodo Germany, Jonathan Germany does that. That being said, let me just say their second baby is being born as we speak. So
yeah, I saw that this morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
John, what else do you think? What's going on?
Well,
before we get out of here,
we will be. Paul and I are taking a lead role in the Queen's funeral on Monday, so that I'm leading singing, and Paul will be delivering the eulogy.
Somebody has to pray.
And so, I'm just kidding. We're not really going to, but it'll be interesting while we're over there. But no, I think that's good, Paul. We'll talk more about sports when we get going. But do pay attention to the John and Paul Show page. We will be doing some videos while we're over there. I mean, little short 5-10 minute snippets, maybe at the most. And so we will be trying to keep you updated with what's going on.
Similar to how we did in London, you can go back. Some of those videos pop up here lately, so as memories. So check that out.
It's so sad.
Should be fun. Yeah. But man, it's so good to be back out here. Things you can look forward to the next coming weeks. Obviously, this next week will be chock full of Scotland and Ireland information and pictures and things like that. So like John mentioned, definitely go there and check those out. We'll post all those things as we can. But a lot of ministry helps. A lot of
we may have to do that, Brandon. Some of our conversations with Graham already, somebody said, Graham, do you speak English?
Yeah, he definitely uses the Scottish slang.
Yeah,
Scottish slang. But yeah, a lot of cool things coming up the next few weeks on the show. Want to do a lot of ministry helps, and of course a lot of things to help you get ready for Exposure Youth Camp in December, and other things that go along with that as well. So, John, you got anything else? You look kind of busy.
Hey, we will be talking more. I know, Paul, you got to get out of there and stuff to do. It's called a Ned. If they call you a Ned, that's not a good thing. Okay, well, that's good to know. I need to know that.
Non-educated delinquent.
So teenagers like, nah, bro.
No, not teenagers.
ABD, buddy. No, almost. But anyway, nope. I think we're good, Paul. And then we will see y'all live sometime next week from Glasgow or Edinburgh or Aberdeen or wherever.
Okay.